taking another something or other. Right, Neil Fitz here again with Lawrence Kenwright. Just having a little drive around on the road with Lawrence Kenwright. What are we calling it? What was it? Back to back, wasn't it? Back to back, shoes off, back to back, wasn't it?
Neil Fitz taking the piss out of Lawrence Kenwright.
Oh, is that what it is? Yeah, Neil Sanson. Welcome to another episode of Neil Fitz taking the piss out of Lawrence Kenwright's hotelier.
Slaughtered entrepreneur.
And the only man in the UK who can do chin-ups on a coffee table. Lawrence.
You talking about your chins?
Yeah. I've got more chins. I can't even say it. It's politically incorrect to say how many I've got.
Four.
Can't do that joke anymore. So some people buy themselves, like, a pair of socks and that. And you've gone and bought yourself a boat.
Oh yeah.
Tell us about the boat.
A little dinghy toy.
Basically a floating hotel.
So hopefully it's going to go to Spain. It's going to have 400 cabins, so it's 800 guests. So the idea is that we're going to have a restaurant stroke reception area that you check into in the port. You take your cases in there, you get your wine, champagne, whatever. While we take your cases, we put them on the boat for you. And then you go on the boat whenever you wish. You've got 18 water taxis that come and get you.
So the ship doesn't actually cruise anywhere, it's anchored.
Hopefully it's stationary.
Party.
Yeah.
For partying, isn't it?
Yeah, but we've just secured it literally today.
When is that going to be up and running and ready to book?
I'm hoping, don't hold me to it, I'm hoping that we're going to have it done by August.
I think you look great in a little pair of shorts though. Did you ever see The Love Boat years ago?
Am I the doctor? All the glasses?
Yeah, you're the doctor, the glasses on.
It floats back to you. The Love Boat. Soon we'll be taking another run. The Love Boat.
Tell them about the auction then, how it went about.
Oh yeah, okay. So
How did you buy it?
yeah. Cheers. So how do you go about? How do you? Okay. How do you go about buying a boat? What's the difference between buying a boat and buying property? How does that work? Do you have to go round the boat and visit it and all that, or do you? What's the process?
That's a shit question.
How do you buy a boat?
You pay your money, you take your chance.
Just go with how do you buy a boat?
Cruise ship.
Cruise ship. How do you buy a cruise ship?
This cruise ship. And I'm not going to give you any chance of this time.
All right, you ready?
No, well.
You ready?
Go.
How do you buy a boat? Say I wanted to buy a cruise ship. How would I go about it?
Oh,
So you've just bought the latest addition to the Signature Living, what do you call it, portfolio. That's a boat, it's a cruise ship.
Listen, I'll give up helping you because you told me off before.
I'm trying to be clever with my question, alright. Tell us about the boat and that. No. How do you buy a boat? Honest to God, I'm fucking nice to have a career, Now I'm in a car asking fucking stupid questions.
We're fortunate.
The process behind buying this cruise ship, it was an auction, wasn't it?
Yeah, so I couldn't go. I was with the BBC doing a new documentary on the Shankly. So I sent up one of the guys that works with us, and he had to go there. And I said to him, look, do not spend more than $4 million on this ship. So anyway, it started off at 2.3, and it was going up in increments of $10,000. And in the middle of this auction, the two people that had bid against us decided to go together and become a partnership to go against us. So I'm getting a phone call in the middle of this big meeting. I'm going, bid over them. So in the end, these two guys are going up against us. We're going up and up and up. So in the middle of the meeting, I get a phone call saying, you've just bought a cruise ship. And I'm just going, I've just bought a cruise ship. And they're like...
And then they're going to film it and it's going to be Love Boat 2?
Yeah, not long with that.
Not long with that at all, mate.
Love, exciting and new.
So Alma de Cuba we bought a year and a bit ago,
yeah,
and we've always wanted to turn it into a hotel in the end. So we put another floor in the rafters in the ceiling. So So it should be able to seat 160 for anyone who wants to have a wedding there or an event there. And then the next phase then is hopefully we're going to just put some rooms around the side of the building.
If it's a really old building, isn't it? Because you've got the crypt and the chapel in the back and stuff.
Yeah, it's 1788. There were so many bodies removed. And
every Saturday night. Tell us about Kingsway House. Kingsway House is it's kind of headquarters at the moment, isn't it?
Yeah, so Kingsway House started off its life. We bought the building in order to make them to apartments. We had 3 floors of homeless people sheltered in a car park below in Shankly, and we had what was a crack den up on the roof in Kingsway House, and for whatever reason we couldn't stop them from getting in, and we kept them going back and saying, how did he get in?
Very Moorish crack, isn't it?
I wouldn't know, can you tell me?
No, I don't see that. Crack and Pringles.
So when I got them out today one day, and I just said, just go in that room. And it was that cold outside, we couldn't throw them out. The problem was the council didn't agree with what we were doing, and we're trying to close us down at every opportunity they had.
Why is there opposition to trying to do something like that?
I think there's a lot of people who've controlled this arena for like many years. They've got their own little garden going on, and then we jump over the fence, we jump into their garden, and then we say, we're here, and they go, you're not invited. I'd done a deal with Joe Anderson, the mayor, and I said to him, you know, Joe, if you just let us stay up until the 28th of Feb, that'd be amazing. Then the spring's on its way, and then we got through the cold.
So basically just get them through the cold snap.
Look at that in blue. Liver beds in blue. Isn't that amazing in blue? You see that? You see that? That's because the guy who owns Everton Football Club owns that building, and he owns your liver bed.
Is that what he does, yeah? He won't pay for it, though.
Oh my God, there's a God. There is a God.
Why doesn't he sell that and buy some players?
Hey, it's a good idea. He's bought loads of crap ones and he can't afford to buy any others.
So you asked Joe Anderson for like a kind of extension on what you were doing to get past the...
We got to the 28th of Feb, and then El Nino kicked in, and it was -5, and we went back and said, we need to, you know, keep it open. So Nick Small jumped up. We're going to close you down. We didn't close because of that. And I actually turned around to Joe Anderson and said, you know, if the homeless situation doesn't improve, you do realise we're open again. And in fairness, we said, well, that's fine.
Yeah.
And it's got worse, and it's going to get even worse now because of universal credits.
So that's something that I don't really know a lot about. So
okay, so universal credits is a new way that people on the social get paid. A couple of weeks ago, the money that you would get would go directly to your landlord. Now it doesn't go directly to the landlord, it goes to you. But you're an addict, so that money would be in a hole in your pocket, and in the end you'll end up using and abusing that money to your addiction rather than paying your rent.
Yeah. So
in 3 months' time, they'll be getting thrown out. The addiction's going to get worse, the depression's going to get worse, and our homeless epidemic's going to get twice as bad. So now that you're a big superstar,
yeah,
what's happening in your life?
I'm doing. I've just done this thing called Brexit, which is a Sky One drama comedy.
Wow.
And I'm writing something as well, but that's very hush hush. I'm playing Lee Mack's brother in a new comedy series next year. Yeah, I'm always busy. I'm doing the stand up in the Slaughterhouse all the time, Laughter House comedy.
Does that keep your tools
sharp?
It's
something that keeps the tools sharp, and that's exactly it. Yeah, it's something to. I mean, comedy's not better than a room full of people laughing. I'm not that I know what that's like, but
I think that's the scariest place to be.
Yeah.
Can you be accepted in the first 30 seconds? If you don't, you die.
That's the rule of it. Yeah. So Christmas is coming then. So what does Lawrence Kenwright do for Christmas? What do you buy the man who's got everything? Booster seat maybe. Well, apart from
right, I'm going to stop this car, and you and I are going to go back to back. Listen,
back to back. It's back to back again.
Back to back with Lawrence Kenwright. I'm stopping the car. We're going back to back.
I'm not going on my knees in this weather. I think if you talk about bucket list, I think a bucket list thing of mine would be one day to just do a one-man show.
As long as you didn't rip me all the way through the show.
No, are you joking? For every one rip I give you, you give me 7 back.
Yourself. I'm going to be known ever more as the guy out of Shrek. Farquhar, I didn't even know who Farquhar was. I know what it is now.
Have you seen him now? Why didn't you buy one of these? Do you just drive around going, that's nice, I'll have that. Must be great to do that, mustn't it?
I'll tell you what I do. I go round thinking that building's falling down.
I want to try and save it.
Like Everton Library, I'd love to get my hands on Everton Library.
Well, that's another one, because that's a really famous building as well, isn't it, Everton Library?
So Everton Library is a great building because it's a great part of the community, and now the council have been the custodians on it for many years, and they've allowed it to fall into disrepair. They've done a cost on it. They think it's going to cost £5 million to put right, with an end value of probably £1 million. So whoever takes it on and refurbishes it is going to lose £4 million. I clearly think their figures are wrong.
Yeah.
I think it's a lot less than that. So what I want to do with Everton Library is I want it to be a community centre for kids. Before they start wearing hoodies and hanging around in the corners around 13, they start coming in there as a youth centre. Once they come there as a youth centre, we create that conduit between us and them. Wouldn't it be amazing for those kids to be trained from that area, so they become apprentices and then they get real jobs? And the thing is, it's done in the most deprived area, not in Liverpool, in the UK.
Yeah.
Now what really gets on my nerves is I've had the paperwork in there for 10 months. They've stopped for the last 10 months kids from that area having a real beacon for them to grab hold of. And they're not letting it happen because, what, they don't like me?
Do you think it's just a personal dislike? Because surely the things you're doing can't be upsetting people, because what you're doing is, like you said before, you see a building that's in disrepair and you want to fix it.
I love my city and I love the people in the city, and I want to do all the good for the city.
So they shouldn't have any power to stop you.
At what point do you put your political gains ahead of the individual kids that can't?
And their own egos ahead of actually
and
what's
that's where we're at.
Yeah, that's where it's
That's where we're
at.
at.
Their own feelings on something, their own ego.
It's not about you, it's not about me, it's not about anyone but the kids.
There's only one person who wins, and that's the community.
Absolute disgrace.
All right, covered that. Covered my boat questions. Have you f***ing bought that boat?